What's up, guys? It's your boy Pete, and welcome back to Planting with Pete. Now, if you're new here, this channel consists of almost everything houseplant related that tickles your fancy. Hit that subscribe button, sit back, and enjoy the video. Sorry about the shaking, you guys. I'm actually on the table, leaning down, which I probably should get off of. We are doing some cleaning in here, not the Dr. Pepper, but we're doing some cleaning in here for my spider mites. Yeah, they're pretty bad. Not really, but on some of them they are. I haven't sprayed in about like a week or so. And it's also time for me to water. So I might do that like in between. I don't know, guys, but let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna have to just face the camera down because this tripod, it comes down, you guys. I'm just too lazy to. There we go. Whoa, there we go. Let's down a little bit further. Alright, you guys. Well, you see from the first one, she is very thirsty. They were not like this morning when I did my house plant of the month video. That syngonium is like drooped over as well. So we're gonna clean. You guys see those massive acorns falling? Not massive, but. Alright, guys. So, what I'm gonna do with this here GrowStar, since I don't want it to absorb a lot of that water, as you can see, she's bent over. I'm just gonna water it some, so that way, once the water starts to fall and drip, it doesn't automatically just suck up that there mess of a spray that we're going to use. Alright, so this actually looks pretty good, to be honest with you, but just for preventative, we're going to spray them down anyway. Again, this is my cast iron soap, Dr. Bronners, part water, more part soap. Just spraying these down, move it to the side. Definitely wanted to spray this one down. Oh, and we got new leaves coming out. Great. Alright, guys, sorry about the camera. It seems like it just want to keep moving. Alright, next. The rattlesnake here usually don't get spider mites, but again, it's just a preventative. She definitely gets spider mites, but it's definitely grown the most. There we go. And we got this one. Now try to make sure, you guys, I get every leaf front and back, and I guess I would have to restart my regimen once a week. This other one here really don't get mites either, but we're gonna spray. I'm getting spray all over the camera. Alright, guys. So we have our water pressure here. Now what we're gonna do is just simply this regular high-powered spray will work by itself, but again, I would like to have an extra preventative for it, so I'm gonna have to do it this way so I don't wet the camera up. This should definitely bounce back. I hope it do, because it has never looked like this before, which means that I'm going to have some crispy ends, which I don't like. Alright, let's get you. But yeah, you guys, these plants were not looking like that this morning. Again, probably because it was this morning. It wasn't as hot as it is now. This is rainwater that I'm using, if you guys are wondering. Which sucks, because once I rinse all these down, I try to water as well. Like some of my other plants, I'm spraying as well, but they don't necessarily need this here rainwater, you know? And at that point, it's just a waste. This is my Kiana right here. These things are super light. And we're going to spray her as well. Alright. try to get in and massage. Again, this one was fine, so I'm not going to do too much parking over it. Again, we're just doing a quick 1-2. Foliage. I got a few leaves that going to come off. I'm pretty sure it's because of this here freaking watering. Alright, so what I'm going to do, you guys, is water. And all of these will actually dry. Kind of figured, but sheesh. I also have my orbifolia I'm going to spray down as well. But I wanted to make sure I have plenty of water while watering these girls. And then also trying to clean them at the same time. This one definitely doesn't need much water. It's in a bigger pot. This one is super dry. They're all, water's coming everywhere. There we go, guys. They're all dry. Alright, she's fairly soaked. And then I have my GrowStar, my burrow marks right here that you guys cannot see. But we are filling up with water. Sorry about the noise. There we go. Alright, let's go to the next batch. Alright guys, we're on the next two. My orbifolia, which is doing a lot better than what she was before. I have another one in there that needs to be added in with her. Sorry if you guys can't see, but for the most part, she don't have any issues aside from what I've possibly done to her. But let's go ahead and get her sprayed. And to be honest with you, the rescue looks a lot better, and I mean a lot better than this one here. These foliages. All right, see, there's a lot of new growth that was trying to come in the last time you seen her. If she was in that smaller pot, then we would have a lot more to deal with. Because once these calatheas die back and actually grow back, if you allow them to grow back, they tend to grow back a lot healthier, usually without pests. Okay, so we're going to move on to this next one, which is my black band. She's not been looking the best, you guys. It could be mite. As you can see, everything is sort of kind of curly. I mean, she's light too as well, but we are going to eradicate some of the issue here. Alright. And again, sorry about the noise. Hopefully let's pause this, you guys. Alright guys. I think that's better. There we go. Okay. So now I have to go in here and literally get every leaf. I definitely do not want this one to die. This is like the last thing in my collection I want to die. At least foliage wise, because even though, like I said, they grow back, but who wants to grow their plant all the way back from a stump? The last three of the big, my big babies, one of these days she's gonna be a big baby, just like the other ones. Hold it to the side. Try not to get a lot of this here spray inside of the plant itself. I'm going to soak her. She was actually doing a little bit better for the 6-inch pots. Okay. Alright, she's a lot heavier. So at least she has a drink. Clean some of this foliage off. Alright, top back on the sprayer so we don't lose it. Those things hit hard. Alright guys, let's get these two girls back and let's grab the bigger girls. Alright guys, here's the giant pot of Maranta Silver Band. I mean, this is like, do you guys see this lush thing? Like, this is how I want my black Maranta to look, but I'm just, I do this now, but if she catches any type of mites, I'm gonna shit bricks. Alright, so what we're going to do, preventative, spraying the whole thing down. Now she has a solid structure on her. except for this side here, which again, if you know, is the weak side. This side was grown in as babies in sphagnum moss, and if you look down in here, look at that mess. We're gonna save that for a maintenance video, where we can sit down and literally talk while we try and clean that. All right, guys, sitting down on the stool. So now I'm gonna spray water down on the bottom first. These don't need to be watered. They could use some top watering, but they don't need to be soaked. But again, so my spray doesn't get absorbed by the plants, we're going to give them some water first. So if they are trying to absorb water, it'll be regular rainwater, at least first. So that way the hit is not as bad. And I just rolled my hands through while I spray. Let that sit for a second. Oh. All right, you guys remember her? She's doing so good. Look at that. All right, check her out. I don't care if she don't have mites. We're gonna spray anyway, aren't we? Spray it down. Same thing like the last one. Oh, let's sit down. There we go. Get some of the leaves that are at the bottom. That's how I do it. I just hold it up and spray on the sides. All right. Let that sit. Not after I give it a little H2O first. Okay, one more side here. Front side. Let this sit. We're gonna grab her nozzle back after I clean it first. And spray we go. Hold it to the side. Oh, all right, guys. I think that'll do it. Deadly. All right, guys. Let's check for water. Yeah, she's okay for now. Just to make sure. I have a big one I have to water too. Slide you out the way. Let's grab Miss Ma'am. All right, same thing, you guys. Spray this thing right back on down. All right, I think that is it for these two. And again, check for water. She can use a little bit more. A big red to see about. There we go. I knew it was some dry. It's always like dry soil hidden somewhere, like up under the foliage. Water off. Soap. All right, guys. Let's get the next one. You see her? Yeah. Not sponsored. All right. So as you can see, she's flowering, pushing out tons of new growth. I don't see many mites, but you know me, one mite is enough. I'm gonna give her some water. All right, so I have to turn the nozzle, instead of going that way to that way. Yeah, this way I can get up under. Whoa. Up under the foliage. Yeah, guys, I'm getting wet. Nozzle back on here, and then we're just going to go through real quickly and spray her down. And of course, I go up on the bottom. Mostly, that is where the spider mites like to hide. So we're gonna do a maintenance video on these. Well, all the plants basically getting dead leaves, dead foliage, checking for water again, things of that nature. But all right, let's go ahead and get some of this here off. I'm gonna try and do this the same way as the rest and hold it to the side without tearing stuff up. Here we go. There we go. The camera's getting wet. The jacket is getting wet. Okay, let's get her back in. Oh, I figure out which way is the front. That's the front. And this is the back. Ugh. Alright guys, so we have our allocations here. Same thing. Spray. And then spray her back down. And then I also need to make sure I water them as well. Alright. It's the Cupria. Alright. Magnificum. Another one that, you know, I checked the root system on these things, you guys, and they're still pretty big. So I didn't want to repot them into something bigger. For one, it don't have the foliage to support the roots, even though that's not always the case. But when it comes to watering, you can only do so much. Curl up when I sprayed it? I don't know. I'm tripping, you guys. Alright, now we're just going to spray these back down. I might have a few more. Oh, I might have a few more in here that need to be sprayed. Now that we've cleaned, same ordeal, you guys. Whoa. We're gonna give these girls some water. A lot of things in there need water. Okay, it's finally running through. They all should be running through at this point. No, not yet. Alright guys, let's get these back and go to the next. Okay. Alright guys, this is the GrowStar TrialStar, which is doing like freaking awesome. You know, she did die back some, kind of figured, especially from the location that I got her from. Definitely figured that, but ever since then, she's growing back. See, can you guys see some of that's some of the newer foliage? And again, yeah, I wish you guys can see, like, yeah, magnet. So we're gonna go this way, and we're gonna spray. Again, try my best not to get as much water down in there as possible, but I can tell you, it's not, you know, I can't help it at this point. And hope that most of, alright, anyway, wipe, and don't judge me. I told you about the dead foliage. So I know they're not completely wiped, but it's a start. Again, I am on the regimen, and since the weather is changing, I really don't have a choice, you know. So, all right, now let's get her back. Where'd she go? Alright guys, that is it here for today's video. Please do me a favor, hit that like button if you enjoyed. Also comment, let me know what are your regimens for your spider mites. And again, I told you guys it's fall time. Spider mites are just loving it. I'm not. As you can see, there are some things in it that need to be done, like wiring and all this other stuff. It's just a mess at this point, but look at the little ladybug. But yeah, that is it. I need to get in here and do a little watering. I might bring you guys along with me the next time we water, and I guess I'll go from there. I have like one more video that I must get done before the sun goes away, and yeah, Eventually we'll be back in there once I once I record that video, then we'll start being in there, and then yeah. But that is it, guys. Make sure you subscribe. The button should be gray and not red. Make sure the notification bell is on. This bell will keep you notified and let you know what's going on over here at Planting with Pete. And that is it. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye. My crystallinum is just crystalline.